So it's been almost 5 years since the HomePod Mini came out. I hear a lot of mixed reviews about the HomePod Mini, and personally, it is one of my favorite Apple accessories that they've released. I do have the bigger HomePod. Although the bigger HomePod is good and it is usable, I just don't use it often unless I'm like cooking or something like that. But other than that, I just feel like there are better options out there for a bigger kind of like speaker system like the HomePod is. But the HomePod Mini, there's just something about it that maybe for my needs and standards and stuff like that, it's perfect for me. So I know it's 2025, and I mean, I know you probably heard a bunch about the HomePod Mini, but they're set to release a HomePod Mini 2 here soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be in September or not. There's a lot of mixed reviews and stuff like that, leaks and stuff. I'm gonna first let you know my experience, how I use it, and then of course there are some negatives and some drawbacks with the HomePod Mini that you should be aware of that I'm not sure that they're gonna correct in the, the second generation. All right, man, let's first start off with the design. Now, obviously the HomePod Mini is mini. It's very small, and I personally dig that because for my purpose, I use it for my desk setup. I have it on my desk setup, and if you look at my desk setup, it's nothing that's going to be too eye-popping. Yes, you'll see a HomePod Mini right there, but it's just small enough and perfect enough to just set off in the side or something like that, or just add to like a nice piece to the desk, if that makes sense. But the thing about it is that it's nice, like a little compact. They have different colors. I just have the white version, but you can do black, you can do orange, yellow, and whatever color that they have out there. I just think that it is a nice little accessory that sits perfectly on your desk without it being too big or too much of a hindrance on your space for your desk itself. So me, I just have it sitting on my little desk monitor. I can't really grab it because it's connected to a power cord and it's not Bluetooth or anything like that, and I don't want to plug it back in. I got all this little cable management stuff like that. But it's sitting on my monitor shelf, just nice and off to the side, just perfect for me. So whenever I need to use it, I can be able to use it. It does feature like a little glass top type finish to where it is touchable, so you can be able to tap for the volume down, tap for the volume up, tap to play. And if you just tap to play, it's already connected to your Apple Music on your account if that's what you have, and it'll just play like a, I guess you can say like a personalized station for you or whatever you left it on. You can use Siri, so whenever you do say Siri, it has like a nice little color that goes on the top and stuff like that for Siri, and it'll pretty much make the music that was going on in the background kind of lower down so it can hear you. I think just overall the design is perfect for the mini sound. I mean, I personally dig it. That's just how I feel. I like the way it looks, especially on my desk. And if you have it right next to your bed or something like that in your room, it's just gonna fit perfect on the edge of like a nightstand or something like that. It's not gonna be nothing too eye-popping, you know what I mean? Now for the sound, it is a mini, and I know a lot of people are gonna think, oh, it's not gonna be super loud. Dog, if you're using it for the right reasons, which is in a small little space, it's gonna be pretty freaking loud. Just like the little Echo Dots, those are loud as hell too for how they look like a little like a hockey puck. The HomePod Mini's loud as hell too. And one thing I can give Apple that they did really well with the HomePod Mini was that they gave it a lot of bass too. So whenever you listen to your little hip hop, rap, or whatever else has a lot of bass in it, boom, you're gonna be hearing that bass thumping. It's not like no subs, like nothing crazy, but there is some bass that is prominent in the music that you can hear through the HomePod Mini, and it is just very loud for the space that you have it in. Now, if you're using it for like a big space, like we're talking about a hall or something like that, that's probably not gonna do too well, to be honest with you. And honestly, if that's what you're using it for, don't even get the HomePod Mini. Get something like a Sonos or get like a Marshall. You can go with the HomePod, but I just don't think the HomePod is going to be loud enough for bigger spaces, in my opinion. But as for the size and the form factor of the HomePod Mini itself, it is pretty damn loud for the size that it is, and I'm perfectly fine with it, especially with me using it for my desk. Now I'm pretty sure the Mini 2, they're gonna come out with something that's just gonna be way louder. It's probably gonna have some subwoofer in there or something like that, like a little smaller one or something like that. That's gonna give it more thump. Obviously, they're going to have to make this sound a little bit better on the HomePod Mini 2, but even the HomePod Mini itself, the first version, I have no issues with it personally. Now let's talk about the features. It does have handoff. If you don't know what handoff is, you pretty much just take your phone and you can go like that, and whatever music that's playing through your phone, it'll just transfer seamlessly to your HomePod Mini. Now, of course, you have to be on the same Wi-Fi connection, and the way to check that is to go to the Home app, make sure that you're on the same Wi-Fi as your HomePod Mini in order for the handoff to work, nice and smooth and seamless like how all the Apple products are. And like I already said previously in the design, it does have touch features, so it's not buttons or anything like that. You just touch it. You can double tap to play them to go to the next song. My bad. You could tap it once to play pause. You could tap it for like the little personalized station if you're not using it, and you just go in, you tap it, you know, and music starts playing. And then obviously the volume up and down, you tap on the left side, and then for the volume down, tap on the right side for the volume up. Just all touch features, and I personally like it. Now, one thing I do like about having a HomePod and a HomePod Mini is that you can mesh them both together. Now, it doesn't have to be a big HomePod. You can use two little HomePods. So if you want to have two HomePod Minis, and you can mesh them together seamlessly just by going to like your little control center, pressing the HomePod Mini, pressing the other HomePod Mini or HomePod that you have, and it'll sync both of them together. I like to do that whenever nobody's home and I want to play some music out loud. If I go into the kitchen or living room, music's still playing. I go into my room, music's still playing. So I got music playing all over the house, which is pretty neat. And obviously, when you're talking about an ecosystem, that's probably what you're gonna want to include. So that's just kind of like a given that you can be able to do that. You can also do like little intercom things. So if you have a HomePod Mini in a room, and then say your kids or your spouse or something like that's another room with a HomePod Mini, you can do a little intercom thing like, hey yo, get your ass up here. You know, it's time for dinner, or get your ass down here. It's time for breakfast. Something like, you know what, like stuff like that. Use intercom. That's one feature that you can do with the through the Home app for your HomePod Mini. Now, let's talk about the negatives. And believe it or not, one of the negatives for me personally is the handoff feature. I see myself turning it off quite frequently. I just turned it on because I repositioned my HomePod Mini to where it wasn't in the way. But say like you have it at your desk and it's straight ahead of you, that handoff is pretty damn strong. I wish they can make like the sensitivity of it like a little less strong, so I can be able to like truly tap it like NFC damn near. I could just tap it, and then I wouldn't have to worry about me being at a distance and it just accidentally popping up on my phone like, hey yo, do you want to transfer this over? Because it does get very annoying whenever I sit like this, I'm on my phone or something like that. You'll start to see the little HomePod icon on the top right here that'll just say like, hey yo, we about to hand this music off or whatever you got playing off. So it'll just do that, and it'll do like this stupid ass pop-up to where you gotta like swipe down, and then you'll feel it again, like try to vibrate and stuff like that. Like, it's just super strong for how fast, and obviously, I mean, that could be a good thing for people, but for me, it's a bad thing whenever I want to simply use my phone, and if I'm like right here, like this is arm length, and I have the icon already showing saying like, hey yo, do you want to switch whatever you got going on over to the HomePod Mini? So if they could somehow make it like less strong or allow you to, you know, adjust that sensitivity, that'd be pretty sweet. Now, this is a given, no Bluetooth. Now, since it's you know Apple, they're not gonna do Bluetooth, you feel me? So they and I'm damn near surprised they do Bluetooth with the AirPods. With the HomePod Mini and the HomePod, you can't do Bluetooth, which kind of sucks, because if you want to use like a non-Apple device, or if you want to use the speaker as your main speaker system for like your desk setup, and if you say you got like a gaming computer or something like that, you can't connect it via Bluetooth, which just freaking sucks. It's only for Apple products that you can be able to, you know, freaking, you feel me? You feel me? You can only connect it with Apple products. Feel me? And then the last negative for me is that it's only powered. Now that can be perfect for some people, especially when you use it for like a desk setup, or if you're just not gonna move it at all and it's just gonna be static there on the freaking table or whatever you have it at, and you don't care about it. It is nice to obviously have it powered, because you're gonna worry about, you know, batteries dying or anything like that. But with it being so versatile and loud and small, I just wish that I could be able to take it with me, just take it off of the power adapter and just take it with me to certain spots. Yes, of course, I have to worry about battery, but at the end of the day, if I plug it back into the power adapter, it's gonna be charging regardless, and it's just always gonna be there for me. If they could add like some sort of battery to which you can be able to use it around the house or something like that, like, hey yo, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, pop that thing right there, I think that'll be legit. And then obviously you'll just power up by connecting it through the, you know, through the little AC adapter. I think being able to take it around the house, or, you know, to other places while having a good battery life would be pretty neat. So that's my experience with the HomePod Mini and how I use the HomePod Mini personally. Of course, it's not the perfect Apple accessory. I mean, anything in this world is not going to be perfect. There are going to be drawbacks. There are going to be things that people are not happy with. I'm just telling you guys, me personally, from my experience, I actually enjoy the HomePod Mini for the way that I use the HomePod Mini itself. Now, of course, other people might not like it because they may be using it for the wrong reasons, or they might just prefer a different brand that allows you to do more things such as settings and things like that. But for me, with me having an iPad, MacBook, Apple, like iPhone and stuff like that, it's perfect for me. And I just came to the realization that, okay, I'm gonna have this as like a speaker for my room setup and stuff like that, for my office. So whenever I'm doing stuff around the office and stuff like that, I can be able to just play the music from there. I know it's gonna give me good sounding, you know, music and audio and stuff like that. And I mean, I don't really care about it being connected to my gaming PC at all. I have separate speakers for that purpose, and I don't really play music through my Windows computer. I think it's just much easier to go on my phone, go on my playlist, bada bing, bada boom, bop, 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 put it over to my HomePod Mini, and I'm good and dandy. You feel me? But hopefully this video has helped you in any shape, way, or form. Shape, or way, or form. I don't know. Go to the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about the HomePod Mini. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me through the comment section, of course, or through Instagram. I'm more than happy to help you guys out, answer any questions and stuff like that. But like always, thank you guys so much for all the support. I've been super grateful for all that. We are at like 830 subscribers right now. Let's go ahead and get to 1,000. So make sure you click that subscribe button. Like, if you dislike, let me know why you dislike. Don't be a hater. I mean, I know some of y'all are still gonna do it regardless. I mean, that's just the nature of people. Some people just be hating for no reason, but that's cool. All right. But per usual, thank you for taking the time out of your day for watching me on your screen, and we are out. See ya.